Welcome to Pop Culture Roulette for all your pop culture needs. We're America's podcast. Alright guys, this is a special episode. We're actually in studio.
Oh yeah.
Had an open weekend, so we decided to get together.
Woo!
And instead of just doing our normal little nonsense, we're going to bring you something a little special. But, as always, I'm Nicholas. I'm joined by Justin.
Hello guys, how are you doing?
And we're in Jeremy's studio. So
what's going on, guys?
Wow.
So
Been a long time.
It's been a while, so we finally decided just to kind of hang out and get some stuff done. And in honor of Aaron Rodgers showing up to training camp looking like Nick Cage from Con Air, and our clear obsession with Nicolas Cage in general, one of the last times we got together was to discuss the unbearable lightness of massive talent.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we are bringing you the ultimate Nick Cage bracket. We are going to debate and
learn about movies we've probably
learn
never
about
seen
movies
or heard of.
Then and we're gonna crown the ultimate Nick Cage movie.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can't get a little bit more. The last time we did a specific bracket to an actor was Adam Sandler. We got pretty good response to that one. So hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Feels like anytime we all get together, there's a bracket involved.
That's just what we
keep the trend going.
This podcast loves brackets.
We do.
Fuck yeah. Do you think that in the same vein as the Sandler one, there's gonna be like that same intense moment, like a possible table flipping scenario?
I don't think so.
Anything that heavily debated?
I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, I don't necessarily know if I feel as strongly about a Nick Cage movie as I did with some of the Adam Sandler movies. But we'll find out. I might have to flip a table. Who knows?
All right.
I'm not thinking there'll be any of those moments.
All right.
Well, maybe. There's one that we really like.
All right. So, Justin, why don't you kick the bracket off and give us a quick description of what we're in for here.
All right, we're in for a good time, I think. Here we got a 94 movie bracket, so it's going to be a long one. We use the same standard that we always have with IMDb, Rotten, and Metacritic. Got the totals, put them in order 1 through 94, and we'll just see how this goes.
All right.
We have Nicholas at the ready for some of these movies that me and Jeremy won't know. He can give us a little description to help us debate them a little better. All right, let's get started. Coming in at number 64 with 118, we have Stolen. Verse number 65 with 118, Primal.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we're starting right off with going to IMDb.
I don't know what either of these were. I was going to try to watch some of these, but...
Stolen? Is that like the mockbuster version of Taken?
I don't.
Well, give me a second here. Stolen, Nick Cage. It is a 2012 movie with Malin Ackerman and Josh Lucas.
Okay.
Few other people. The tagline is, a former thief frantically searches for his missing daughter who has been kidnapped and locked into the trunk of a taxi. Wow. So yes, you are correct.
All right.
Okay.
And then what was the other one?
And then Primal.
Okay, that is a 2019 Nick Cage movie with Famke Janssen.
Who?
She was one of the Bond girls. I think she was Xena Onatopp.
Okay.
She was also Jean Grey in the X-Men movies.
Okay.
And then a bunch of other people who you've probably, like... If I mentioned their names, you'd be like, who?
Yeah.
But if you saw him, you'd be like, oh, that guy.
Okay.
For this one, it is... Frank's caught wildlife in the Brazilian jungle, including a 400-pound white jaguar. He ships it on the same ship as an arrested assassin The assassin breaks free and frees the animals.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Okay, so yeah.
I gotta save these animals.
Yeah. You're not going to
I'm
catch
more of
me.
a-
Here's a tiger.
I'm more of an animal protector. And just so we know, Nick Cage is the Frank from the description of the movie.
Okay, all right.
He is not the assassin. He is the hunter.
He's the hunter.
Okay.
Right.
Well, based on the descriptions, I'm gonna go with Primal.
I'm also going to go with
I'm
Primal.
also going to go with Primal on that.
It does have the lower IMDb rating, but whatever. It sounds more interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we got number 49 with 149, Dog Eat Dog. Verse number 80 with 95, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Okay, so Dog Eat Dog is 2016. A crew of ex-cons are hired by the Cleveland mafioso to kidnap the baby of a rival mobster.
Okay.
It has Willem Dafoe and then a bunch of people I've never heard of. So, if you go back to our Marvel bracket, you'll hear me not say nice things about the Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance movie,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
since I've actually seen that one, I'm going to have to vote Ghost Rider.
Oh wow! I
gonna-
really thought you were just gonna say Dog Eat Dog.
I'm
Anyways.
just going to vote for Dog Eat Dog
Yeah.
anyways, just because how bad Ghost Rider was.
Yeah, I mean Dog Eat Dog. I don't remember Spirit of Vengeance, so
It was bad.
okay.
It was bad.
So Dog Eat Dog is moving on. All right, number 48 with 149, same score as Dog Eat Dog, National Treasure 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
Verse number 81 with 93, Season of the Witch.
I'm going National Treasure 2.
Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. I didn't
No,
know
it's
he
a-
was in that.
It's a different season of The Witch.
Is that the
I-
one where he's got like the long hair, like really unkempt, like he looks crazy? I mean,
Yes.
in every movie.
Well, yeah. A 14th century knight transports a suspected witch to a monastery where monks deduce her powers can be the source of the Black Plague. I don't believe I ever saw that one, but it's him, Nicolas Cage, him, Ron Perlman, and then again a bunch of people who, if you saw, you'd be like, oh, that guy.
Okay. So how high do you have to be to enjoy that one?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I enjoy the National Treasure movies. I'm kind of hoping that the new series on Disney Plus, since it's not a reboot, it's actually sort of a continuation,
Okay.
will actually bring about the third National Treasure movie.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
voting National Treasure.
National Treasure.
Yeah, I already wrote
Yeah.
it down. Because I figured that's where we're all going. All right, number 57 with 126, The Boy in Blue. Verse number 72 with 109, Sunny.
Okay, Boy in Blue. 1986 Nicolas Cage movie. Based on the life of Ned Hanlon, late 19th century Canadian sculler and world champion. Hanlon was was one of the first scullers to successfully utilize the sliding seat.
Oh my God.
Sculling being a type of rowing that's in the Olympics.
Oh, I thought he was just mispronouncing the word scholar.
No. What was the other one? Sunny?
Sunny.
Like the name Sunny? Or okay, here. Oh no, not
Oh,
that
hopefully
one.
this is better. That first one sounded boring as shit.
Okay,
He
I'm
invented
having
a
a hard.
seat for a
Let me
rowboat.
see. Let me
What
see.
year did that come out in?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, do I understand that right? He
That's
invented
right.
a seat for a rowboat.
Basically, yes. Yeah.
Okay,
They made a
okay.
whole movie. Apparently, in 1986, we were out of movies to make, and we went ahead and made one about a guy who invented a seat for a special kind of rowboat.
Okay.
I'm not. Well, I wrote this down. Why is it not coming up now?
Sunny.
2002. Is that what I'm coming up with here? Maybe not. Yeah, it's 2002. It's also got James Franco and others. Directed by Nick Cage. After a stint in the army, former male prostitute Sonny Phillips, played by James Franco, returns to his home in a rundown New Orleans in search of a stable life. However, the financial difficulties faced by his mother, who is also a prostitute, make escaping his former life difficult.
Wow.
All right, based off of what I'm looking at here, it appears as though Nick Cage was more of just the director, not so much an actor in it. So I'm going to have to vote for the Sculling movie.
The Boy in Blue? Is that where you're going to there, Jeremy?
I guess so. Since you bring that to the table.
All right. Put this down as quickly as I can. Okay, coming up next, number 40 with 164, Guarding Tess. Verse 89 with 83, Outcast.
Hey,
yeah.
All right, so Guarding Tess is he plays a Secret Service agent where he has to guard
I'm starting to see a theme here.
the former First Lady.
Oh.
And she's like, I can't remember. She was one of those older actresses. It was like one of her last movies. It was supposed to be funny.
Okay.
It was all right.
They referenced that movie, right? In that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outcast is a 2014 movie. A mysterious warrior teams up with the daughter and son of deposed Chinese emperor to defeat their cruel brother and seeks their deaths.
Huh. Okay.
He did it with Hayden Christensen. So Anakin Skywalker himself, and then a bunch of people I've never heard of.
Okay. So, okay.
I'm going to go with Guarding Tess on this one.
I'm going to have to go with the only one of the two I've seen, and even though I don't really remember it very well, I know I've seen Guarding Tess.
Okay.
So I feel like that was a pretty big movie when it came out in the mid-90s.
Sure. Okay. Since I don't even remember the title of the other movie, I will go with Guarding Tess as well.
All right. Up next, we got number 56 with 127, Seeking Justice.
Okay.
Verse 73 with 107, 8mm.
Okay.
Seeking Justice, 2011. After his wife is assaulted, a husband enlists the services of a vigilante group to help him settle the score.
Never.
Then he discovers they want a favor from him in return.
Oh, the mob wants a favor? Who would have thought?
Yeah, jeez.
No, we're just doing this kindness out of our own hearts.
January Jones, Guy Pearce, Harold Perrineau,
Ooh.
Jennifer Carpenter, then a bunch of other people that we've heard of. But okay.
All right.
Versus 8mm?
Yeah.
Have either of you seen 8mm?
I have.
That is a fucked up movie.
I saw it when it came out.
I saw it in the theaters when I was in college. I had a friend, when we walked out, was mad that we talked him into going to see it. He was angry that he saw that movie. I was intrigued by it. But it was still fucked up. I'm gonna have to go 8. I don't want to vote 8mm, but since I've never heard of the other one, I'm gonna have to vote 8mm.
Okay.
That's the same boat for me. I've actually seen that one.
I mean, sure. Since it already won.
All right. Number 41 with 163, The Family Man. Verse 88 with 84, Jiu-Jitsu. I bet I know what one of these is about.
Okay, Family Man. Oh, okay, that's what that one. That one was. Yeah, that was the kind of a remake of It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
Where he's a fast lane investment broker offered the opportunity to see how the other half lives when he wakes up to find that his sports car and his girlfriend have become a minivan and a wife. Okay, here we go. Jiu-Jitsu. 2020 Nick Cage movie. This is when he just We've now hit
This is when
his
he went
like.
crazy.
This is when he just doesn't know what the word no means. Every 6 years, an ancient order of jiu-jitsu fighters join forces to battle a vicious race of alien invaders.
Sold.
Jesus, that sounds awesome. Why are we not watching that right now?
I don't know. We should watch this. I'm going to vote for that one,
Yeah.
even though I've seen Family Man. Jiu-jitsu sounds awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, agreed. Don't know what it is. You had me at Alien.
Appears that it might be on Netflix.
Sweet.
I think I know what I'm watching later tonight.
All right, moving along. Number 63-119, Army of One. Verse 66 with 114, Zendali.
Okay,
Two more I have not seen.
same.
Okay,
I'm-
Army of One. After a personal visit by God himself,
Oh,
eccentric construction worker Guy Faulkner takes the decision
Oh,
to embark on an adventure of the Badlands of Pakistan to bring Al Qaeda's leader Osama bin Laden to justice.
are you fucking kidding me?
How is this? This is a 2016 movie, and I'm just now hearing about this. I mean, even though I hate Russell Brand, like Nick Cage, Russell Brand, Paul Scheer, Will Sasso,
That's awesome.
I feel like we know what one before
Army-
we even hear what Zendali is.
I gotta write some of these titles.
yeah, I gotta
down.
write some of them down too.
Is that based on that real guy? Wasn't there a real guy that did this? Like,
I don't. It doesn't say based on a true story,
Okay.
but
I can send you a copy of the whole list if you
okay,
wanna.
yeah.
okay, well, I just definitely need to write jujitsu and Army of
What Zendali? How do you
Yeah.
spell that?
Let me find it. Zandalee.
Ah, okay, there we go.
Oh, Jeremy and his little postcards.
All right, here we go. It is. It's a 2000. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. It's a 1991 movie with Judge Reinhold and Joe Pantoliano
Ooh.
and Steve Buscemi.
Ooh.
Theory's wife Zendali married the poet he once was. Taking over his dad's company in New Orleans gives him stress and impotence. Theory meets his high school buddy Johnny at a bachelor party. The painter Johnny can satisfy Zendali.
You could probably just stop. Army of One's written down.
Yeah,
We were
I
all
don't-
sold on that upon description.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't. The description of that movie makes zero sense.
Yeah.
Army of One sounds awesome.
All right. Number 5147, The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Okay.
Verse 79. With 95, Trapped in Paradise.
Oh, I've seen both of these
Wow.
actually. Oh, this is now here we are with like two movies that probably should both be going on ahead of a lot of the other movies that have already gone through,
Yes.
but because of the numbering system that is not arbitrary, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna go because Trapped in Paradise is him, John Lovitz, and Dana Carvey,
Oh.
where they're criminals who like get trapped in a town called like they rob a bank and then there's a snowstorm and then they get lost in this town and
Okay.
and then Sorcerer's Apprentice was him and what's that guy's name? Jay something or other.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
when they were trying to make him famous.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie, but I think I'm gonna go Trapped in Paradise just because like that one was really funny.
Okay. Well, sure.
That's where I was
Sure.
leaning to.
I trust you.
I mean, Sorcerer's Apprentice is probably the better movie, but
That's a 79 over 50 upset.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Oh. All right, moving along. 47, Vampire's Kiss with 151. Verse 82 with 90, Rage.
Vampire's Kiss is one of his first movies.
Verse Rage.
Rage.
I feel like Rage is probably going to be someone is hurt or killed and he's coming for revenge.
After a former Secret Serviceman's wife is
When the
assaulted.
daughter of a reformed criminal is kidnapped, he rounds up his old crew and seeks his own brand of justice. We could write a Nick Cage movie, apparently.
And he wouldn't say no.
And then Vampire's Kiss, like that legit is one of his first movies, or it's Jim Carrey's first movie. It's
All right.
Here we go. It's 1988. After an encounter with a neck biter, a publishing executive thinks he's turning into a vampire.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
I like the sound of rage.
Yeah, I like Rage better.
I might be wrong about the Jim Carrey thing.
I think rage is moving on, Nicholas.
Okay, all right.
Just sounds better. All right, we got number 58 coming in with 125. Time to Kill.
Okay.
So probably another movie where he's a hunter or something going to seek his own type of justice. Verse 71 with 110, The Runner.
That could also be like another revenge-style movie.
Okay, so Time to Kill in 1936, when Ethiopia is being invaded by the Italian army, Lieutenant Silvestri sets off to the nearest camp hospital to take care of a toothache. En route, he meets an Ethiopian girl, which leads to a tragic course of events that devastates his entire life.
Okay.
All right.
Jeez.
And then what was the other one?
The Runner.
The Runner. Leave me alone.
We're learning so much about Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, here it is. There's a lot of movies called Runner, apparently. 2015. In the aftermath of a 2010 BP oil spill, an idealistic but flawed politician is forced to confront his dysfunctional life after his career is destroyed by a sex scandal.
That sounds interesting. More interesting than that depressing first one. So I'll go with that one.
Yeah, all right.
So the Runner.
Neither of them were. See, there's the wrinkle. We, based off of the titles, we came up with what probably is a better movie.
True.
But
Yeah. Okay, we got number 39 with 166, Astro Boy.
Okay.
Verse number 90 with 82, Deadfall. At least I know what Astro Boy is.
Yeah.
That's that animated one.
Yeah. I'm aware of that, but
And then Deadfall.
Deadfall. Don't know what that is. A former Army lieutenant comes home after the Long War, only to find that his wife has been kidnapped. And he goes on a long trek through the...
I feel like this one's going to be involving, like, Siberia, the winter.
Nice, yeah.
Sounds very snowy.
Mm-hmm.
1993 crime drama directed by Christopher Coppola, so his brother, his cousin. Well, why are you just telling me? Okay, here we go. Plot. After con artist Joe Dolan accidentally kills his father during a sting, he tries to carry out Mike's dying wish by recovering valuable from Mike's twin brother, stolen from him years earlier. But Uncle Lou is also a con artist, and Joe is drawn into an increasingly dangerous scheme.
Okay. Cool.
Astro Boy was an animated one, right? That's the okay, I'm going to go Deadfall just because I don't get into anime.
I was going to go with Astro Boy because I've actually heard of that one.
Wow,
okay.
Puts me in quite the position of power
quite
here.
the quandary.
Astro Boy.
All right, Astro Boy. Moving on. Okay, number 55 with 132. Next. Verse 74 with 101. Trespass.
Next.
I know I've seen Next. I just got to remind myself because he did a bunch of movies at the same time that were all sort of similar.
Mm-hmm.
A Las Vegas magician who is pursued by the FBI. Okay, yeah, I have seen that.
That
one.
movie is fucking awesome.
That was pretty good. And then what was the other one?
Trespass.
Trespass.
I forgot about Next. That's a good one. Yeah.
My app decided to stop working, so I gotta
Jeremy's got to make a little note here.
Trespass. Oh, this one he did with with Nicole Kidman.
Ooh.
In 2011. As they're held for ransom, a husband and wife's predicament grows more dire amid the discovery of betrayal and deception. Next.
Yeah.
Next.
Which works in multiple functions there.
True.
Number 42 with 162, The Frozen Ground.
Okay.
Verse 87 with 84, Grand Isle. I know Grand Isle's a newer one.
Okay, Frozen Ground I've actually seen. That's the one where John Cusack plays Robert Hansen, one of the Alaskan serial killers. And then what was the other one?
Grand Isle.
All right, that's 2019. Did anyone want to take a guess on the plot of this one?
He's a prisoner or he's trapped on an island.
A young father is charged with murder and must prove his innocence by recalling a very twisted night of dark events.
Okay.
Kelsey Grammer's in it for some reason. Other than that, not a lot of anybody.
All right.
So where are we going here? The Frozen Ground or Grand Isle?
I'm going to go Frozen Ground because I have an unnatural obsession with Nick Cage and John Cusack. And being that they're both in there, why not?
And serial killers.
Yeah, and serial killers, yeah. It kind of wraps up a bunch of my interest in one into a not-so-good movie. But
okay.
And Vanessa Hudgens was in it.
Oh, I'll go for that's a good one.
I knew I could sell you on that. I'm working hard for a movie that I don't like.
I was going to go with Frozen Ground anyways, just because you sold me on it.
Gotta sell it.
You sold it. All right, moving on over. We got number 61 with 121, Kill Chain. Verse 68 with 113, Ghost Rider.
Oh no. A hitman must right his wrongs from the past and clean up a chain of events that he caused through killing.
A hotel room shootout between two assassins kicks off a long night of bodies falling like dominoes as we follow a chain of crooked cops, gangsters, hitmen, femme fatale, and an ex-mercenary through... Okay, my boss was telling me about this movie. He said it was awesome.
Cool.
I just haven't watched it. But it is up against Ghost
Rider.
Yeah.
So...
The original?
Yes.
I'm going to take a picture of this list when you're done because a bunch of these movies... I
think we all are. Kill Chain?
Sure, I guess, because I'm still hoping that Marvel gives us a good Ghost Rider movie.
Yeah. If they do another one, let's hope they don't include Nicolas Cage this time. All right, we have number 36 with 179, The Ant Bully.
Okay.
Verse 93 with 48, Pay the Ghost. Pay the Ghost versus Ant Bully. I know the Ant Bully is an animated one.
After Lucas Nickel floods an ant colony with his water gun, he's magically shrunken down to insect size and is sentenced to hard labor in the ruins.
Ooh.
And then what was the other one?
Pay the Ghost.
Pay the Ghost.
I do like movies about child labor.
And ghosts.
And ghosts. So, I mean, kind of tough right now.
This one, just
so
because
enslaved ghost children.
This one might win Jeremy over because it has a word here.
Ooh.
A professor frantically searches for his son who is abducted during a Halloween carnival.
Oh my god. The aesthetics in that movie I bet are going to be awesome. Say the fucking ghost.
It has
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. And then a bunch of,
You know, at least movies to watch.
Halloween's been extended into November because we are going to be...
Yeah. Nicolas Cage.
Where are we going here? Pay the Ghost.
Sure.
Pay
Yeah.
the Ghost. Pay
Yeah.
the Ghost.
Pay the Ghost.
Sounds interesting enough. Okay, let's see here. We got number 52 with 145 Wind Talkers.
Okay.
Seen that. Okay.
Versus number 77 with 99 A Score to Settle.
A former Secret Service agent. His wife gets
A
abducted.
former mobster.
Yeah.
Who's coming for revenge.
An ex-enforcer for a local crime syndicate has vowed to enact retribution on his mob bosses after 19 years of wrongful imprisonment. The only thing that diverts his violent plans is a newfound relationship with his son.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, there's a little...
I will have to give this one to Wind Talkers. I went and saw Wind Talkers in the theaters. It was really good. It's World War II about code breaking. Because the U.S. military used the Navajo to be codes because that was not a language that was easily breaked by codes. So
Cool.
it was really
Where you
good. It was
going
really
here?
well done.
Sure. I'll go with that one, too.
I've seen that one too.
I feel like I've seen that, actually.
That's one of those. Every so often, Nick Cage shows up and actually does a really good. That's where when he does movies like we've been making fun of or talking about, it's just kind of he won't say no, but every so often he shows up and wins an Oscar.
Yeah.
That's not one he won an Oscar for, but I think there was some serious talk at the time.
Okay, number 45 with 154 National Treasure.
Okay.
Nice.
Seen it?
Yeah.
Versus number 84 with 88 The Wicker Man.
Oh, no.
Oh, this one's easy. I don't have to look either one of them up. The Wicker Man remake was awful.
Not the bees!
Not that the good Wicker Man was any better, but National Treasure is one of those movies that should be toward. I don't know if it'll win, but it'll be towards the end of the bracket for sure.
Yeah, slam dunk here.
Yeah.
National Treasure is already written down. Okay, coming
Probably
in.
could have written that one down ahead of time.
That's true. You never know. All right, number 60, 123, Captain Cornelius Mandolin.
Okay.
If I wrote that down right.
I think it's Captain Corelli's man.
Okay, I can't read. Verse 69 with 113, the Humanity Bureau. So a former FBI agent.
Turns his life around after blah, blah, blah. Meeting his
Okay.
son.
Humanity Bureau.
Yes.
A dystopian thriller set in the year 2030 that sees a world in permanent state of economic recession and facing serious environmental problems as a result of global warming.
I don't like it. It sounds too realistic.
Yeah.
And then Captain Corelli's Mandolin was some sort of romance drama from set in World War II, I think.
Oh.
So it has Nazis.
Nazis.
Does it have anything to do with a mandolin?
When a fisherman leaves to fight with the Greek army during World War II, his fiancée falls in love with a local Italian commander.
Okay. Sounds lame.
Yeah.
Let's go with the other one.
I want to go with the one that the world's in a state of chaos.
Okay, yeah. I mean, both of them sound pretty bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's write down the word humanity.
I think I remember Captain Corelli's Mandolin, but I think that's because everybody was making fun of the title.
Oh, okay. That's a weird title.
All right, number 37 with 177, you got Con Air.
Oh.
Verse 92 with 68, Arsenal.
Okay.
I'll just write down Con Air, but we'll still want to know what
Okay,
Arsenal's
we still
about.
wanna-
Yeah. A former...
Military.
Uh-oh. I mean, Con Air is obviously... Well, no, it's apparently Nick Cage and John Cusack love working together because this is also a Nick Cage John Cusack movie, just like Con Air and that other. A Southern mobster. It's a one sentence. A Southern mobster attempts to rescue his kidnapped brother.
Oh my God. Okay. Con Air.
Glad we looked that up.
Yeah, Con Air.
Another kidnapping story.
All right, number 53 with 142, Vengeance, a Love Story. Oh,
Aw.
sounds precious.
Yeah.
Verse number 76 with 99, USS Indianapolis.
Okay. Vengeance, a love story. A group of strangers come together to aid a single mother seeking to bring her rapist to justice.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
And then USS Indianapolis, I believe that was about the. It's another one of those. He's done a lot of World War II movies, I think. Yeah, that's the one about when the ship sinks and like 890 men go in the water and only like 30 something of them came out because of the shark attack.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that one, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
that-
vote for that one.
Yeah,
Just based on the fact I've seen it.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, the first one's a little heavy.
We have a lot of upsets going on in this bracket so far for these movies we've never seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonder how many people we're going to piss off with our ignorance.
44 with 156, Prisoners of the Ghostland, which I know is a newer one.
Yeah, that's on my list to watch. I just hadn't got around to it yet.
Ooh, it's got
Verse-
ghosts in the title, so.
85 with 86, Dying of the Light.
Prisoners of the Ghostland is one of those movies that like I want to see. It just came out last year. A notorious criminal must break an evil curse in order to rescue an abducted girl who has mysteriously disappeared. And I believe he has like a bomb collar on him or something.
Ooh.
Like it's kind of a western as well.
Okay.
Like, I saw the trailer and I'm like, heck yeah!
Okay.
Like it looked cool. And then what was the other one?
Dying of the Light.
This was called Prisoners of Ghostland, the first one?
Yes, it is Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Okay.
Okay, Dying of the Light. When a devastating illness threatens to end Evan Lake's career in the CIA, he goes rogue to hunt down a terrorist who tortured him during a mission gone awry years ago.
Prisoners of the Ghostland?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is it for Ghostland? And that was number 44. Okay. Moving on down. Number 62, 120, Running with the Devil.
Okay.
Verse 67 with 114, G-Force.
Oh.
That's an animated one, I believe.
No, it's the guinea pig movie.
Oh,
Oh,
is that
yeah.
animated? No.
Well, the guinea pigs are animated, but it's one of those like mix. Like
So it's either that or Running with the Devil.
Running with the Devil. Okay, here we go. A CEO of an international conglomerate sends two of his most regarded executives to investigate why shipments of cocaine are being hijacked and overcut somewhere in the supply chain.
Oh, my God.
There's some questions I have there.
Lots of questions.
Like, why is the CEO of an international conglomerate shipping cocaine?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. It's got him and Lawrence Fishburne in it.
Okay.
G-Force is there's a science experiment that turns guinea pigs into like superheroes.
Okay.
They have to take down some sort of terrorist who's trying to take over the world by turning electronics into like monsters. I don't know.
Okay.
I went and saw it in the theaters. I mean, it's a cute family movie.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah. But if you don't have a family, I'll ask the similar question to the Season of the Witch, which is how high do you need to be to enjoy G-Force?
Oh, I guarantee you it's a stoner favorite. It's because it's ridiculous.
What are some of the other voices in that movie?
Selma Hayek
Ooh,
is one of the
alright.
guinea pigs. I can't. I think if I type it in right, I gotta type in. Here we go. All right, so.
I think that might be the way I'm leaning is G-Force.
Okay, that's right. Zach Galifianakis was the guy who like created the guinea pigs.
Okay.
Why does it not tell me who does the voices of the?
G-Force?
Yeah, G-Force. Yeah.
G-Force? Just so I can get this written down.
Okay, it's not Salma Hayek. Then it was somebody else.
Okay.
All right.
Penelope Cruz. Then sure. I don't.
Perfect. All right. Number 35 with 179. City of Angels.
Okay.
Verse 94 with 43. Left Behind.
I saw that.
Okay.
That was terrible.
Left Behind was the one random Christian movie that he did for some reason.
It was so bizarre.
That was a book series that got really popular in the community in the late 90s.
Didn't Kirk Cameron, though, do like a movie series of that, too?
I think he maybe took over after Nick Cage did the first one, because
Oh,
they did a whole series of books.
Okay.
And then what was the other one?
City of Angels.
City of Angels was a really popular movie when I was in college, because it was like a romance. I think it was he was dying, or I can't remember. It's the movie that gave us the Goo Goo Dolls song Iris, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go with City of Angels.
As much as I don't want to, I'm going to go with it as well.
I'm going to go Left Behind. I did see that. It's one of those laughably bad movies, so I definitely recommend checking it out.
You are left behind in that vote.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my puns. All right, coming in number 51 with 146, Drive Angry.
Oh, I've seen this one.
Yeah. Verse 78 with 96, Between Worlds.
Is Drive Angry another laughably bad movie? Because I feel like it is.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
He comes. It's basically kind of like Ghost Rider. Like he
With
comes,
a car.
like, he escapes from hell
Uh-huh.
with like a car, and like he's hunting down the people who killed him. There is this amazing scene where he's banging this bimbo, and like she's wrapped around him and like still going at it, and he's spinning her around like just shooting all the guys that like are coming. Oh, it's so
Awesome.
It's it kind of reminded me of that Clive Owen movie Shooter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Between Worlds. Okay, here we go. All right, it is 2018. Man, he's been busy the last few years.
Yeah.
Him and Franca Potente.
Who?
Oh. Potato?
She's a German actress. She
Oh.
was in one of the Bourne movies. So Joe meets a mother who can contact spirits of when. Okay, let me start over again.
Take two.
Joe meets a mother who can contact spirits when suffocating.
Okay.
Her daughter is dying when Joe helps the mother spiritually contact the daughter and save her.
By what?
Unfortunately, the
choking her out.
spirit. Unfortunately, the spirit in the daughter's body is now that of Joe's dead wife.
Okay.
Oh, God. I'm going Drive Angry. That sounds.
Drive
Yeah.
Angry. Drive Angry. Drive Angry is one of those. It's bad movies, but it's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That was 51, right? Yep. Okay. Okay. Number 46 with 153, Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Oh, not the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes.
Verse number 83 with 88, Firebirds.
Okay, Snake Eyes was one.
I've
that
at
we-
least seen Snake Eyes.
Yeah, I have too. That was kind of a bigger movie when it came out in '98. A shady police detective finds himself in the middle of a murder conspiracy at a boxing match in Atlantic City.
Okay.
Some big time director did that one. Who did that? Brian De Palma.
Okay.
And then the other one was 83, Firebirds. I think that's an older one of his. If we can find it on there.
Okay, 1990. Ooh, it is an older one. Him and Tommy Lee Jones and Sean Young.
Okay.
All right. An elite Apache helicopter pilots are tasked with destroying a powerful armed drug cartel in South America.
Okay.
All right.
First one.
Snake Eyes.
Okay. I mean, Firebird sounds like it could be a really cheesy 90s action movie.
True. Yeah.
All right. Moving on down. 59 with 125 Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Verse number 70 with 112 Amos and Andrew.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
What's Amos and Andrew?
That is him and Samuel L. Jackson.
I was going the same way.
93.
Okay.
Pulitzer Prize winner buys a cabin. The neighbors get suspicious when he sees a stranger break in. It was supposed to be like this. Like, you know, okay, when they see a black man and call the police and who start shooting at him, the sheriff tries to use a white petty crook to do a cover. I don't know. It's one of those like, you know, like, ooh, the black guy's successful and the white guy's not, and kind of like, but it wasn't very good.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Number 38 with 175 The Trust. About a rich kid whose dad is a drug dealer. Verse 91 with 69 211.
211.
All right, you're not too far off of the trust. A pair of cops investigate a drug invasion, stumbled upon a mysterious bank vault. Him and Elijah Wood.
Oh,
Interesting.
all right.
And then what was the other one?
211.
Why does that one?
All digits. 211. It's a newer one.
2018, on a routine patrol, an aging cop and his partner with a ride-along get caught in a standoff with a band of former mercenaries robbing a bank.
So it's a sequel to the first one.
It might be.
So cops and banks. Which one has Elijah Wood? The first one?
The first one.
That's my vote.
Okay, sure, because there's literally nobody. Oh, wait, his son is in the second one.
Wait, which one was The Trust as Elijah Wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like him. Works for me. Works for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Well, perfect. All right, number 54 with 142 is Inconceivable. Inconceivable. Verse 75 with 100 Looking Glass.
Okay.
So we have Inconceivable versus Looking Glass.
Inconceivable. A mother looks to escape her abusive past while moving to a new town where she befriends another mother who grows suspicious of her.
Okay.
It's got Gina Gershon and yeah, okay.
All right.
What was the other one?
Looking Glass.
Looking Glass.
You know, if nothing else, we've learned a lot about Nicolas Cage movies in this episode.
Definitely, yeah.
Also a 2018 movie. A couple buy a desert motel where they find strange, mysterious events occur.
That one.
That
Okay.
one.
In fact, that might even make the Blue Note card.
Looking Glass was numbers. What number? was
It has Robin Tooney in it.
Who the fuck's Robin Tooney?
She was in The Mentalist.
Okay.
that? All right.
And Empire Records.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Number 43 with 159, Willy's Wonderland.
Fuck yeah.
How is it that far down?
Personal favorite of all of ours. Verse 86 with 86, Bangkok Dangerous.
I'm not even looking that one up.
Have
It's
you
Willy's
seen that
Wonderland.
one?
Yeah, I have seen that one. It's not good.
Have you seen that one?
No.
He's a hitman who has to do some. Basically, whatever description you guys have been coming up with, that's what this movie is. But Willy's Wonderland is fucking awesome.
Yeah. That was a fun movie.
All right, into the next round we go.
All right, so we might not have to look these up as much.
Probably not.
Or maybe to remind ourselves of.
All right, you've got number 65, Primal, the one with the animals on a boat.
Yeah, all right.
Verse number 1, Adaptation.
Well, adaptation he won an Oscar for. He did that movie with Charlie Kaufman. He plays twins. That it's really weird. It's bizarre. I'm gonna go adaptation. I enjoyed it. It's a weird movie. It's a bit of an acquired taste kind of movie. But I feel like there might be another way this vote goes.
Yeah, I mean, that's great and all, but I don't hear anything about freeing animals from a boat, so Primal for me.
I've never seen either of these.
Vote however you
Anyone
want.
want to make a case for theirs?
Well, I think it speaks for itself if you read the descriptions of these
I mean,
movies.
one he won an Oscar for, the other he's more of an animal protector.
Yeah. I kind of want to just vote for adaptation because it was the number 1 seed, just to move it on. Because
That's up to you. I can't tell you how to vote.
What do they know, Justin? What do the critics know? Primal could have been just as good.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Primal.
All right.
Oh.
I don't know anything about it, but it just sounds great.
It's
Sorry.
probably terrible.
All right, number 32, 189, Mom and Dad.
I
Oh.
don't know what that is.
Put it on your list.
Yeah, put it
Yeah?
on you. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Verse 33 with 186, Honeymoon in Vegas.
Yeah, oh, Mom and Dad. I mean, Honeymoon in Vegas, there's Elvis impersonators, and, it's kind of funny, but Mom and Dad. So there is a scene in the movie that is sublime Nick Cage acting. So him and, is it Katie Holmes?
I don't remember who's in
Okay.
it.
There's a disease that they don't explain that just shows up and turns all parents against their kids.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, all the parents want to start trying to kill their own kid. Not other kids, their own kid.
Yeah.
And so, there's these, packs of, just feral parents,
Oh my
hunting down.
God.
Oh, it is. There's Nicolas Cage acting is sublime.
That's
And,
awesome.
Oh,
Cool.
I don't even want to describe the scene,
Uh-huh.
but just know that scene alone should have won him his 3rd Oscar.
Awesome.
All right, we got 49, Dog
2nd Oscar, I guess, technically.
Sure.
Dog Eat Dog. Verse number 16, Matchstick Man.
That was good.
Matchstick Men was pretty good. I must, before we get the angry letters, I do have to amend something that I've been saying. He didn't win the Oscar for adaptation. He was just nominated.
Oh, then I don't feel so bad.
Okay, fair
All
enough.
right.
He won it for a movie we haven't talked about yet.
So we're going Matchstick Man?
Yeah, Matchstick Men.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Dog Eat Dog was, so.
Something about
A dog.
a dog eating another dog. Probably.
All right, number 17, 213, Valley Girl. Another older one of his. Taking on 48, National Treasure 2.
Oh, National Treasure 2. Valley Girl is not very good. I don't know why people love that movie.
Kevin Smith wouldn't shut up about that movie for the longest time.
No, and that's why I finally watched it, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 57, The Boy in Blue.
Boring.
That's the rowing movie,
The
right?
rowing movie, yeah.
Taking on number 8 with 232, Raising Arizona.
Oh, Raising Arizona. Raising Arizona is one of those movies that critics and Nick Cage movie fans can agree on, because it's so bizarre and weird because it's the Coen brothers, and it's funny, and the critics seem to actually love it.
Yeah.
I
Right on.
agree. All right, number 40, Guarding Tess, which was the
Secret Service one.
former First Lady.
Yeah.
Verse 25, with 199, Kiss of Death. I don't know what that one is.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, it's got to be this one. 95. A reformed convict goes undercover with the help of an angry detective to ensnare a psychotic mobster. David Caruso, Samuel Jackson, Nick Cage, Helen Hunt, Stanley Tucci, Michael Rappaport, Ving Rhames. What was the other one? Guarding Tess?
Guarding Tess.
I feel like I've seen Kiss of Death. I feel like That was also when you had to go rent movies, so there just wasn't as many choices.
Yeah.
Shirley MacLaine, that's who the old actress was.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And so I was definitely wrong about the dying thing because I think she's still alive.
Well, all right.
Oops.
Well, better than having to go back later and edit that in.
So where are we going? Kiss of Death or Guarding Tess?
Kiss of Death. It sounds
okay.
cooler.
All right. Sure.
I like how we're all like, all right, we don't. Yeah,
Whatever you
sure.
say.
Works for us. All right, now we got 73 8mm taking on number 9 with 228, Joe.
Joe.
I think
Is that where he's got like a big old beard?
I don't know. He's a hunter wearing flannel.
I'm pretty sure he does have a big old beard in that one. Okay, I gotta look at that one a different way.
Something about a daughter, maybe,
Getting kidnapped,
or being estranged.
seeking revenge.
Here we go. In a forest where he used to cut down trees, he meets Gary, a 15-year-old boy, and his father, Wade, an alcoholic bum. For Gary, all is not lost. There is still time to take him on the right path, as long as he escapes from the negative influence of, I'm guessing, his dad. And somehow
man.
Joe is the guy to do it.
Okay, that sounds actually pretty good. I might have to watch that. I might add that to my list.
I feel like that was one of those movies that like people were like giving him a lot of praise for.
I'm going to vote for 8mm. I don't know anything about Joe.
I'm gonna vote for Joel because it's probably a movie that it'll make me cry.
And it made your list.
And it made my list. So.
I'm gonna go Joe as well, just because 8mm is one of those like, I don't know if you should watch that movie kind of movies.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Number 88, Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, all right.
Uh-oh.
Verse 24 with 199. It could happen to you. Which one was Jiu-Jitsu? Was that
That's
the zombies?
the one where he like he goes to fight like, aliens or zombies or something.
Oh yeah, the aliens. Oh, okay, that's right. It Could Happen to You. That's the one he did with Bridget Fonda, where he wins he gives her a lottery ticket as a tip, and it ends up being a big winner. And then they of course they fall in love, or I don't know. I'm going Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Even though I haven't seen Jiu-Jitsu, I'm just gonna go ahead.
It's going to just, why not? Okay.
Oh, that bacon smells really good.
It does. All right, we got number 63, Army of One,
Yep.
taking on number 2 with 248, Pig.
Something about an estranged daughter and a...
Oh no.
No?
Pig is exactly. Well, no, I'm not gonna say it's exactly what it sounds like, but it's Taken, but with a pig.
Really?
And well, hold on before you write it down.
Yeah.
It's not as action oriented as Taken is.
Okay.
Somebody kidnaps his truffle pig.
Okay.
He's been living in isolation for a long time.
Uh-huh.
So he goes back to the city, and you think he's gonna you just keep waiting for it to
Escalate.
escalate, and it never does.
Really? It's just
Yeah.
him actually just talking to people looking for a pig?
And yeah, it just you keep waiting,
Okay.
you keep waiting.
All right.
Because when I saw it, I heard the title and I saw the description, I'm like, heck yeah! And then they put it on Hulu. I'm like, I gotta watch. And then the whole time, I'm like, okay, this is, and then it was over, and you're like, really?
Oh, man. That's lame.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was kind of disappointing.
All right. So, the other one then.
Army of One?
Army of One.
So
yeah.
the 1 seed and the 2 seed out.
I'm surprised that the critics loved it though.
Yeah, why? What's up with that?
Probably because it was boring as shit.
Yeah, it's the second highest rated one he's got. So. All right.
Critics don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Does it have some sort of message or something? Does it try to
Violence isn't the answer.
Yeah, I just say, I guess I don't, because it doesn't even really have a satisfying ending. It.
That's weird.
All right, 31. with 192, Snowden. Verse 34 with 186, The Weatherman.
Okay.
Like Snowden, like the guy who
Snowden?
like a name or like snowed in, like
Snowden.
Okay.
Like Snowden? Like I think one word.
Yeah.
So like the guy who broke the law and did all sorts of
International hero.
no, I have a different word for it, but
Did you find it?
I found a movie called Snowden. I just don't. Oh, here he is. Okay, he's way down on the cast list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're making a hero of a guy who.
Edward Snowden.
What's the next movie?
Yeah. What's the other movie that it's up against?
The Weatherman.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the Weatherman wasn't very good, but
Ew.
he does walk around New York City with a bow and arrow, and
That's pretty cool.
people throw smoothies at him.
That's nice.
All right.
We're getting the weather wrong all the time?
Yeah.
79, you got Trapped in Paradise. Taking on number 15 with 217, Color of Outer Space.
Color. Oh, that's on my list to watch as
Or
well.
did I write Color Out of Space?
Color Out of Space.
Color Out of Space.
Yeah, that's a secluded farm is struck by a strange meteorite which has apocalyptic consequences for the family living there and possibly the world.
Cool.
Color Out of Space, right?
Yeah.
I thought I wrote that wrong.
Go ahead and add that one.
It's based on an H.P. Lovecraft story.
Oh.
I'm going to go with that one because it sounded pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made Jeremy's list. If it makes his list, it probably is going to move on. All right, 82, you have Rage. Taking on 18 with 210, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High, even though he's in it for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. I'll go with that one too.
All right, Fast Times. Moving on down. 71, The Runner. Verse 7 with 236, Mandy.
Oh.
Mandy's on my list. It's a horror movie where, I don't know, there's a chainsaw. but-
Okay.
Oh, I don't know anything about that one.
Sure.
Okay, looking it up.
But if it's a movie, it's a horror movie about a chainsaw.
I'm in, yeah.
Well, I don't know. It has got chainsaws, so.
What about chainsaw?
Well,
wielding
all right, here we go.
spiders? Okay.
The enchanted lives of a couple in a secluded forest are brutally shattered by a nightmarish hippie cult and their demon biker henchmen.
Yeah. Hell
Alright.
yeah.
Propelling a man into a spiraling, surreal rampage of vengeance.
Okay. That's like
There's the vengeance. There we go.
See there?
Mandy.
Yeah, that's been on my list for a while. I just haven't had a chance to.
Yeah. What a list here.
Yeah,
Who
it's-
knew there were so many Nicolas Cage movies to seek out?
All right, we got 39, Astro Boy. Taking on number 26 with 199, Lord of War.
Oh, that's the.
I've seen Lord of War and I did not like it. I thought it was a dumb movie.
It was kind of dumb,
But then there's also Astro Boy.
which I've never seen because I refuse to watch. I'd say I refuse to watch anime, but I've seen probably more of it than I know. I don't know. I'm gonna vote Lord of War just to be the dissenting vote.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I guess I'll just make you put some pressure on yourself, and I'll do Astro Boy. Although I did like that part where, was it Hilary Duff? She put the scorpion down her pants. Was that in Lord of War? Didn't that happen in that
I
movie?
don't think so.
Am I thinking of like a completely different movie?
I don't remember.
Was that like
I'm
War
not
Dogs?
seeing Hillary.
Yeah, I don't
Duff.
think she was in
I'm
there.
not. Lord of War was him, Ethan Hawke, and Jared Leto.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a
I'm
totally
gonna put
different
Lord of
movie then.
War 'cause
Let me
I've
look
seen
this
it.
up then.
Lord of War is he's an arms dealer and he's being chased down.
I thought that movie was going to be a lot better than it was.
Yeah, it was one of those that like with the kind of people that were in it, and you just expected it to. But I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I'm gonna advance Lord of War either way. Well,
Okay.
Jeremy looks this up.
All right.
All right, moving on. Number 55 next, taking on number 10 with 226, Birdie.
Oh, I was thinking of War Inc.
Oh.
She puts a scorpion down her pants and does like a seductive dance.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Add that to the list. So we've got Next versus Birdie.
Somehow, this is a Nicolas Cage movie that's ranked this highly that I've never heard of. It's from 1984. After two friends return home from Vietnam War, one becomes mentally unstable and obsesses with becoming a bird.
Oh my God.
It is him and Matthew Modine.
Jesus. That's amazing. Okay.
Where are we going here?
Birdie.
Are you voting for Birdie or are you voting for Next? Because now you're at a position where both of them have made your list.
Yeah, that's tough because I've seen Next and I really liked it. And I have no idea what this other movie could possibly be like. But I'll go with Next just because
I will also go with Next.
I'll go with Next. Birdie sounds interesting, but
Yeah.
never seen it. Next, we've seen.
Yeah.
Okay. 42, The Frozen Ground, taking on 23 with a score of 201, The Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
Oh, yeah, The Rock. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was a good one.
Comes in at 23.
How does The Rock come in at 23?
Yeah, that's
This
really
crit-
crazy.
These are the critics, not us.
Okay, that's true.
Remember that.
These guys
Don't-
need to get their heads out of their asses.
Don't hold us accountable for this.
Because The Rock would be in like the top 5 for me.
Yeah. All right, we got number 61, Kill Chain, taking on number 4, Face Off.
Oh,
Ooh,
Face Off.
yeah. Face Off.
Face Off would also be in the top 5.
Yeah.
Of course, the top 5 might hold more than 5 movies, but Face Off is fucking amazing.
That's a good one, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Although from The Sound of Kill Chain, that sounds really good too.
Yeah, now the list that you've written might put some more movies up there and move some down, but
We'll have to do the Nicolas Cage revisited.
Maybe.
Once we do see more movies.
Okay, we got number 93, Pay the Ghost, taking on 29, boom, 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 with 193, World Trade Center.
Ooh.
Ooh.
this is one of those tough ones. Because I've never actually seen either movie.
Yeah.
Mainly because I refuse to watch World Trade Center.
Right.
Would it be un-American to say pay the ghost just because I'd rather watch that one?
Yeah, I mean, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I can't... and it's not like I think World Trade Center is going to be a bad movie. I just can't bring myself to watch it.
Right, yeah.
I watched it live the day it happened. I don't need to watch a movie about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Pay the Ghost.
Pay the
Pay
ghost.
the Ghost. I mean, it's probably the wrong choice here, but I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't. Like,
Given the choice of watching the two, I would choose to watch
Yeah.
Pay the Ghost.
They're gonna bury us with this one, guys.
That's
This is next start. The headlines are gonna be PCR guys would rather watch Pay the Ghost than World Trade Center.
Yeah, if it,
Well, you know what? I'm sure a lot of people would.
it's
agree
right
with
on
this.
brand, though.
Yeah.
It's got a ghost.
That's right. I mean,
All right, 52, The Wind Talkers, taking on 13 with 221, Bad Lieutenant, part of Call New Orleans.
that's the whole title.
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
Bad Lieutenant, part of Call New Orleans.
Is it like Bad Lieutenant : or like Bad Lieutenant hyphen
yeah, I
or
believe
something?
it is. I believe it was a sequel to a Harvey Keitel movie called Bad Lieutenant.
Okay.
But I never saw it.
Okay.
Me neither.
Me neither.
But I'm going to go ahead and give it to Wind Talkers.
Sure. Why not?
Wind Talkers. What was that? Number 52. Okay. All right. Number 45, National Treasure. Taking on number 20 with 210, Bring Out the Dead.
Well, my hatred of Martin Scorsese is well known. Bring Out the Dead is the one Martin Scorsese movie that's actually watchable. And we're going to get more hate over that, what I just said, than the World Trade Center thing. But I'm still going with the other one.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, National Treasure should be ranked like number 1, number 2.
We're gonna get more hate over that.
Oh yeah, because I just said that one of the lesser Martin Scorsese movies is more watchable than, I don't know, say Goodfellas.
All right, we got number 69, Humanity Bureau, taking on number 5, Red Rock West.
How is number 5 a movie I've never heard of?
Sounds like it's a Western, maybe?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, all right. So we're thinking. Upon arriving in a small town, a drifter is mistaken for a hitman, but when the real hitman arrives, complications ensue.
All right.
I don't remember what the Humanity Bureau was, but I'll go with Red Rock West.
Sure.
Dennis Hopper, Laura Flynn Boyle, and then a bunch of people I've never heard of.
Okay.
Red Rock or
Sure.
Sure.
Kind of sounds like Last Man Standing a little bit, that Bruce Willis movie.
Oh, okay.
All right, number 37, Con Air, taking on number 28, Racing with the Moon.
Never heard of Racing with the Moon, but I love Con Air. I mean...
It's an early one of his.
Yeah, it is. It's 84. 1942, California. 2 young men await induction into the U.S. Marines and say goodbye to their girlfriends. I mean...
Sounds...
I didn't even have to look it up to know that Con Air was moving on, but
Yeah.
just to be fair, in case.
Yeah.
You never know. Might make it on Jeremy's list at least.
That's true.
I don't think this
Not
one's
that
back
That
on
one
it.
is not. All right, 76, which was what, USS Indianapolis, taking on number 12 with 225, The Unbearable Weight of Massive
Hey, that one.
Talent.
Boom. That was actually really good. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Just write Unbearable, boom, kick.
It was a fun day.
Yeah.
It was a good time. 44, you got Prisoners of the Ghostland, taking on number 21 with 209, Rumblefish.
Okay.
Another one of his earlier ones, late 80s, I think.
Rumblefish. I'm more of a
Well, no, that's 83.
Ooh.
An absent-minded street thug, Rusty James, struggles to live
Rusty
up to his
James.
legendary older brother's reputation and longs for the days of gang warfare. Matt Dillon, Mickey Rourke, Diane Lane, Dennis Hopper, Nick Cage, Chris Penn, Lawrence Fishburne, Tom Waits. That was written by the guy who wrote The Outsiders.
Okay.
That's why, yeah. What was the other one? The Ghostland?
Prisoners of Ghostland.
That one.
Yeah, let's go with that
Ghost.
one. I like that sound of that one.
Moving on down. All right, we got number 67, G-Force, taking on number 3 with 247, Moonstruck.
Moonstruck. That is the one that I think Cher won the Oscar for.
Wow.
Um,
That's crazy.
what's the description of that one? All right. All right. No sooner does Italian-American widow Loretta accept a marriage proposal from her doltish boyfriend Johnny than she finds herself falling for his younger brother Ronnie. She tries to
Johnny
resist,
and
but
Ronnie.
Ronnie lost his hand in an accident and he blames his brother and has no scruples about aggressively pursuing her while Johnny is out of the country.
Wow.
And there's some sort of family secret. It sounds fucking boring.
Yeah. How did it get to number 3?
Critics.
People,
Critics like boring. Where are we going here? Moonstruck or G-Force?
G-Force.
Uh-huh.
Top 3, gone. All right, number 35. We've got City of Angels taking on number 30 with 192, Wild at Heart. Sounds like a boring Western.
Yeah. Certainly does.
Okay. Huh. No, nowhere close. Young lovers Sailor and Luna run from a variety of weirdos that kill Luna's mom and has hired to kill Sailor.
Okay.
Interesting.
Nicolas Cage plays Sailor. Laura Dern, Willem Dafoe. Yeah.
What's this against?
City of Angels.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. I don't even know what to vote for this one.
I'm going to vote Wild at Heart just because that sounds way more interesting than City of Angels.
Okay.
Jeremy?
I haven't seen either of these, so sure, I'll agree with you.
All right.
We're not really making it very interesting, but,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's because a lot of these we haven't seen yet.
It'll get intense at the very end, I'm sure.
53, you got Drive Angry.
Ooh.
Taking on number 14 with 218, Kick-Ass.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass. Yeah.
Over Drive Angry?
Yeah, I mean...
Just based on that part where he's screaming alone, shit is enough to put it over the top for me.
I mean, Kick-Ass probably gets put on not because of Nick Cage, but because of like Chloe Grace Moretz.
Oh yeah.
Or Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
All right, we got 46, Snake Eyes coming in against number 19 with 210, The Cotton Club.
All right.
I thought for sure it would be the lower ones that we wouldn't have heard very much of.
And yes,
But
about the Cotton Club.
Oh,
Former dry cleaner.
former dry cleaner.
Seeking revengeance on a stain that he couldn't get out of a shirt.
well, this is 84, so he's not he's not quite to the main cast level yet. Meet the jazz musicians, dancers, and owners and guest of the 1930s Cotton Club in Harlem.
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes it is.
59, Gone in 60 Seconds. Taking on number 6 with 246, Leaving Las Vegas.
Gone in 60 seconds. I mean, now granted, this one I don't have to look up to know for a fact that's what he won the Oscar for. I have tried to watch Leaving Las Vegas. I have not made it through it. Him and Elizabeth Shue are like alcoholics and they live in Las Vegas and it's boring. It's so boring.
Jeremy?
Gone in 60 Seconds is fucking awesome. I love that movie. That's one of those,
That
like,
one.
if it's on TV and I'm flipping through the channels, I will stop and watch it.
All right. 38, you got The Trust. Taking on 27, The Crudes. The Crudes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because I've seen it, The Crudes.
I've heard it's good.
I've never seen it.
No.
I've never seen The Trust.
I've never, yeah. But The Crudes, it's the one where he's like the caveman father and like his daughter is the Emma Stone. And just they're cavemen. It's animated. It's kind of funny.
The
All right,
Crudes.
let's do that one.
Okay. 75, Looking Glass versus number 11 with 225, Peggy Sue Got Married.
I know I've heard of Peggy Sue Got Married. I've just never seen it. I believe it's one of those, like, you're never going to guess what it's actually about.
A Wedding Gone Awry.
Peggy Sue faints at a high school reunion. When she wakes up, she finds herself in her own past just before she finished school.
Oh.
What does that have to do with the title?
Okay, I can read the longer description.
Oh, no, thanks. I'm already bored. I don't remember what Looking Glass was, but...
That was the horror movie in a hotel.
Oh, perfect for me.
Sure.
Looking Glass?
Yeah.
Although that other one doesn't sound too bad. It's like a time travel movie.
Yeah, I think it's one of those. It's another one of those, like, kind of like This Is Your Life kind of movies where...
Sure.
All right, we got number 43, Willy's Wonderland. Taking on number 22 with a score of 202. The Crudes. Why do I keep going Crudes? The Crudes New Age.
Well, Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland.
That's an easy one.
Okay. Ooh, moving on.
I have a feeling it's going to make it pretty far in this.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next round.
Ooh.
65 Primal taking on the 32 Mom and Dad.
Oh, Mom and Dad.
I kind of want to vote for Primal on that one. I've seen Mom and Dad though. Jeremy, what are you
I
thinking?
mean, I'm going to take your word for it that Mom and Dad is awesome. You sound like you really like it. So.
Mom and Dad's a good one.
Primal.
I mean, now, using the word good liberally.
Sure. Okay, like good, bad good, right?
Bad good,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Number 16, Matchstick Man, taking on number 48, National Treasure 2.
National Treasure 2.
Oh, man. This is tough for me, because I really remember liking Matchstick Men, and I'm going to do that one, just to be different.
I don't think I've ever seen that one fully through, but I have seen National Treasure 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with National Treasure 2.
And I was wrong about Katie Holmes. It was Selma Blair. So they kind of look alike.
Sure, yeah. Same difference.
Same
person,
difference.
really.
All right, we've got number 8, Raising Arizona, taking on number 20, Kiss of Death.
Raising Arizona.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. R.A. Number 9, Joe, taking on number 88, Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Really? Sure. I mean, it does sound awesome.
I mean, Jiu-Jitsu is going to make it pretty far in the bracket based solely off of the description, and we're finally going to watch it and be like, oh, why did we put it that far?
Shit.
Redo the bracket.
We're gonna have to record a retraction.
Yeah.
All right, we got number 63, Army of One, taking on number 34, The Weatherman.
What was Army of One about again? Does anybody remember?
It was the one about the guy with going over to Pakistan to try to like.
Oh, yeah.
Kill Bin Laden?
Yeah.
Army of One.
Yeah, that one.
Army of One. Moving on. Either we have really bad taste or the critics do. We don't know yet.
I think it's
Critics?
obvious. Yeah. Can't possibly be us.
All right, we've got number 15, Color Out of Space, taking on 18, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That one. For me.
I've never seen either, but I think I'm going to go for Color Out of Space.
That was the
'Cause that's the
H.P. Lovecraft one?
That's, yeah, with the meteor and the...
Yeah, I mean, I will say I'm going to have to go Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I don't love that movie as much as other people do, but I have seen it, and it is. I mean, also it's another one that Nick Cage is barely in. Like,
yeah, that's true. I mean,
I think he's even going by Nick Coppola at the time.
Fast Times moving on. Number 7, Mandy, taking on number 26, Lord of War.
So not the one where Hillary Duff.
No.
To be clear, she did not.
I think I'm going to go with Mandy.
I think I'm also going to go with Mandy because that one also, again, man, there could be a whole nother podcast where we just record retractions of like, oh, we watch these movies and, were we wrong?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen Lord of War and I did not care for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that much.
Okay, I'll go with you guys on that.
He'll trust us this time. Okay, looks like we got number 55 next. Taking on 23, The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I did really like Next, though.
Is that where your vote would have went?
No, I think I probably would have voted for The Rock, too. But I mean, they're both really good, in my opinion.
Okay, number 4, Face Off. Taking on number 93, Pay the Ghost.
I mean, the Cinderella story had to come to an end at some point, and I think it's here.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because, I mean, Face Off is...
Pay the Ghost.
Face Off it is.
Are you just voting for Pay the Ghost because you didn't want Face Off to get all 3 votes?
Well, a little bit. Plus, I mean, Halloween Fair. I cannot just go against something that has Halloween Fair in it.
Yeah, he knew Face Off was going to go on, so he's sticking to brand.
Yeah. Like, you say the word Halloween Fair, that gets, like, goosebumps going up on my skin.
Okay, we got number 52, The Wind Talkers, taking on 45, National Treasure.
National Treasure.
National Treasure.
And T45. Okay. Number 5, Red Rock West,
Red Rocket.
taking on number 37, Con Air.
Oh, Con Air.
Jeez, massacre over here. Now we're getting into it.
Now we're getting into the...
Okay, number 12, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, taking on 44, Prisoners of the Ghostland.
Okay. Unbearable.
Yeah, I would say I think this is where we're gonna have to start actually voting for the movies that we've seen.
Yeah.
And the Massive Talent movie was pretty friggin' awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
We might have to come back in a year and make a concerted effort to watch some of these movies.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. I'd like to see some of these.
All right, we got number 67, G-Force, taking on number 30, Wild at Heart.
I can't believe G-Force is making it this far into the bracket. I really didn't see that happening.
It's the Hubie Halloween of Nicolas Cage movies.
But yeah, I mean, again, I would rather watch G-Force than a movie that I've never heard of.
What's the other one?
Wild at Heart.
Sure. Yeah, G-Force. I don't even. It's just
I
the
don't
sound alone of it. Wild at Heart.
Number 67, G-Force is moving on. All right, number 14, Kick-Ass versus 46, Snake Eyes.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass. Okay. Number 59, Gone in 60 Seconds. Taking on 38, The Croods.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah. It's just,
Gone in 60. Okay. Number 75, Looking Glass, taking on 43, Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland.
Willy.
really.
43. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet 16.
Ooh, all right.
Things are getting interesting.
Here we go. Start off with number 32, Mom and Dad, taking on 48, National Treasure 2.
I think I'm going to go National Treasure 2. I mean, Mom and Dad is fun, but National Treasure 2 is good.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair
National
enough.
Treasure
And
2.
National Treasure 2. Moving on. Okay. Number 8, Raising Arizona, taking on number 88, Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh.
Jiu-Jitsu.
I mean,
I'm going to have to go with Raising Arizona on this
can
one.
we vote in a movie that none of us have seen based solely off of the description
Right. I've seen
Yes,
Raising
we
Arizona.
can.
over a movie that
Yes, we-
I have seen and really enjoy? I think I'm gonna have to go Raising Arizona.
Okay.
I
All right.
I can't really in good conscience keep voting for a movie I've never seen.
That's the boat I was in. Like, I've seen Raising Arizona, really liked it. Jiu-Jitsu, haven't seen.
It was a nice run. I mean, it was really comical to see it make it this far.
It did. It made it longer than we thought it would.
Yeah.
All right, we got number 63, Army of One, taking on 18, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I've not seen either of these.
I honestly, I'm voting for Army of One based off of the description.
Army of One.
I'll go with it. Never seen either of them.
I'd like to see one weird one kind of keep going.
I mean, there is one particular scene that would make Fast Times at Ridgemont High keep going on, but Nicolas Cage isn't in that scene. So.
Right, that's true. That's true. But that is a great, that's a great moment.
We got number 7, Mandy, taking on number 23, The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, I feel like even when I finally watched Mandy, The Rock is still gonna beat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, number 4, Face Off, taking on number 45, National Treasure. Oh, this is the first one that's going to be...
Because these are some of the movies that I was expecting to be here at the end. So you've got Face Off, where him and John Travolta switch places and
faces.
and faces and
Voice boxes.
yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
versus National Treasure, which is a movie that I really enjoyed. Oh,
I'll just vote right away if it makes it easier.
yeah.
I'll go National Treasure.
Okay.
It's just a fun ride. I feel like I could watch that one more than Face Off.
I think I'm gonna go with your argument on that one.
Okay.
You've won me over.
Right now.
Same.
I
Like,
mean, I do enjoy
You can only
Face
watch.
Off,
You
but
can only watch Face Off so many times. But if National Treasure's like on a loop, it's one of those you can just keep watching it. Face Off, unfortunately, has gone.
Doesn't mean we it doesn't mean we dislike Face Off. We just a little bit of an edge.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you got number 37, Con Air, taking on number 12, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Ooh.
That's another.
Oh man.
Oh, this is another one where
This is-
I'm gonna just get it started. I'm gonna go with Con Air on this one.
I'm gonna go Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent then, because I was just really taken by surprise by that film.
That was a really good movie.
It was really good. Recency bias has me wanting to vote for that, but at the same time, like I've watched Con Air a lot, and you know, like that is such a good movie that I think I'm gonna have to go with the classic. Now maybe in a couple years, when I've seen Unbearable, for a few more times, but as of right now, I'm going Con Air.
Okay.
And you can't even be mad.
Nope, can't. This is where it gets to be, whatever
This
part of
is
the
where-
bracket.
This is where tables start getting flipped.
Number 67, G-Force, taking on 14, Kick-Ass.
All right, that was a nice little moment in the
The
sun.
guinea
there.
pigs had their run,
Yeah.
but now
Yeah.
now the guinea pigs are done, and I'm going kick ass.
Yeah, kick ass.
All right, number 59, Gone in 60 Seconds, taking on number 43, Willy's Wonderland.
Oh,
I'm going Willy's Wonderland.
oh,
I've only seen Gone in 60 Seconds once. I've seen Willy's Wonderland a lot. We went and saw it in theaters. It's one I watch that one frequently. I tell people to go watch this movie.
you know what? As much as I want to vote for Gone in 60 Seconds, because it is a really good movie and I do thoroughly enjoy it. It's one of the, like I said, it's one of those movies that, like, if I'm flipping through the channels, like mainly when I'm in a hotel room because I don't have cable anymore,
Yeah.
I will stop and watch it. I have recently. But Willy's Wonderland is just so damn entertaining.
It really is. Yeah. Willy's Wonderland for me, but
that's where I'm going. I'm
yeah,
going Willy's Wonderland,
Yeah.
which is hard to believe
Yeah.
because I would have thought that Gone in 60 Seconds would make it a lot farther, but
No? All right, we got the Elite Eight. Okay, we got number 48, National Treasure 2, taking on number 8, Raising Arizona.
I mean, let's continue on to this potential collision course. I'm going National Treasure 2.
I'm going Raising Arizona.
I'll go National Treasure 2.
Wow.
Because I want to see them face off.
No, that already lost.
Ah.
All right, we got number 63, Army of One, The Hunt for Osama bin Laden,
Yes.
taking on 23, The Rock.
Oh.
Okay, so again, it's been fun voting for a movie that we've never seen based off what we think it might be.
But the glass slipper has broken.
Yeah, and I'm going The Rock.
Jeremy?
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. You got number 45, National Treasure, taking on number 37, Con Air.
Oh, I think I know what you meant by when you said it already lost, but
What already lost? No, he said Face Off.
oh,
He said he'd like to see the Face Off, and I
Yeah.
said Face Off lost.
Face off.
oh, I thought you meant like the between National Treasure 1 and 2.
Oh, I did, but then he said face off the movie
got it,
because he's
okay.
just a joker.
I was way off on the joke because I was man.
Yeah,
Wow, I feel
yeah.
stupid. Oh man, National Treasure versus
Con Air.
Con Air. Oh man, I hate to think that National Treasure 2 made it further than the first one, because the first one is a better movie.
Yeah.
But Con Air is put.
Solid.
I said, take the hand, take your hand off the bunny.
Oh, Con Air.
Con Air.
National Treasure. That's where I would went. I went with National Treasure. Con Air 37. Okay. Number 14, Kick-Ass, taking on number 43, Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's.
Wow, that was quick. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Willy's.
Yeah, okay. I guess it wasn't that easy for me, but I would still say Willy's probably if I had to think about it a little longer.
Well,
I mean, you could vote for the other one.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
all right, we've wait, that's the top page. Come down to the final four.
Oh, well, in that case, we should probably thank our sponsors, Seasons of Life Memorials and 80s Flick Flashback.
All right.
You recently did some stuff for them, didn't you?
I did.
What was that?
One Crazy Summer.
Okay.
And I did like a short little 1-2 minute clip talking about Back to the Future.
Right on.
So I wasn't in the Back to the Future episode. Tim made it such a big production where he had a bunch of his guest hosts, but because I live here, not in Georgia, where most of them live, they were able to get together in a room and talk about that movie. I had to just submit what I thought about it. But him and I did One Crazy Summer, which, to spoil the episode a little bit, I had never seen before, but it's kind of like a pseudo sequel to Better Off Dead, which is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Cool.
Pseudo sequel is in that it's not related, but it has a lot of the same cast and the same director.
Sure.
So it's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
It's a really good movie. It's worth watching. And I'll give you a tease.
Okay.
I've already been set for an episode not till November, but The Untouchables.
Nice. Very nice. Cool. All right. So you can find them anywhere, right?
Anywhere, yeah. But 80s Flick Flashback, I think technically they're under the Movie Views umbrella, but it's probably easier just to search 80s Flick Flashback.
All right. Cool. All right. Now on to the final four.
All right, this is always where it's weird to me because I don't know if it should be at the top page or the bottom page or keep going to left to right. So we'll start with left to right, and then we'll do the other way just to see if we have a different outcome.
Okay.
Because I never know which way to do this. All right, you have number 48, National Treasure 2, taking on number 23, The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock. Okay. So I'll just make a little note here.
It would have been interesting though to see the two go head to head, but
If you
we
go
got to be real here.
up and down, you have number 37, Con Air, taking on number 43, Willy's Wonderland.
As much as I really like Willy's Wonderland, I think I'm going to have to go with Con Air.
I think I'm going to have to go with Willy's Wonderland between the two of them. I really enjoy that one. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
I mean, that fight scene between him and the gorilla is amazing.
Curb stomping a gorilla into a urinal.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The part when they're getting into the fight and it's time for him to take breaks, so he just hands the girl the knife and leaves.
But I'm gonna have to say for cinema's sake, for actual movie, I'm gonna have to go Con Air. That's not to take anything away from Willy's Wonderland, and it deserves its final four spot. But
I'm still taking Willy's Wonderland in this.
Not only does it deserve its final four spot, but it's going further than that, my friend.
Okay.
Willy's
Hey,
Wonderland.
I'm not mad about it. I mean, I'm not gonna flip a table over it like when you guys voted against Waterboy.
All right. So with this style, the championship becomes The Rock versus Willy's Wonderland.
Did anyone see that coming?
I saw The Rock
did.
being there.
Yeah.
That was one of the 3 or 4 movies. I'm like, okay, this is kind of where it's gonna,
Right.
But so again, it's one of those things. I have a feeling I know what's gonna come out on top based off of you two, so I'm gonna vote first. I'm voting The Rock. It's so good. It's so well done. I mean, I'm not going to be mad about who wins, but I have to, for the sake of cinema, for the sake of movies, I'm going to have to vote The Rock.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm starting to think that there's a conspiracy here. There was a grand plan concocted so that Willy's Wonderland could make it this far. He studied meticulously all these films and made sure that everything would play into it. And
I made everything up.
yeah.
All the numbers are fake.
It's all just one big game. It's a social thing to make us go in that direction. And it worked because Willy's Wonderland is my vote. And I think I know what your vote is, too.
Well, I'd have to. Between the two of these, my vote would have to go for The Rock.
Wow.
The Rock is my favorite Nicolas Cage movie.
Wow. Okay.
So between
Holy
the two,
crap.
The Rock.
Guess I was wrong.
Would be the champion here.
Yeah, I mean, that's not.
I mean, I get it. It's awesome. It is awesome. But I'm really surprised. I mean,
Now, if we went the other way, the top
Yeah.
page, bottom page,
yeah.
you would have The Rock taking on Willy's Wonderland
Yeah.
to go to the championship.
Okay.
Would the votes still end up the same?
I
Two
would
for The
still,
Rock,
I would-
one for Willy.
So
And then you'd have National Treasure 2 taking on Con Air.
I'd vote for Con Air still.
I would do National Treasure 2.
I would go with Con Air there.
So it'd be Con Air versus The Rock.
Yep. And then I'd still go with The Rock.
I probably would as well. That would be a much tougher vote for me because that's the true finale I expected, or definitely. I mean, I expected National Treasure to be in the final four, maybe not National Treasure 2. But yeah, the Con Air versus The Rock. That's yeah, and I'd probably still go The Rock, although Con Air is so. John Malkovich just clearly. It clearly was a paycheck for him, but he just decided to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, The Rock is so good.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
haven't seen that in a long time. Maybe I need to rewatch it.
Where would you have gone? The Rock?
Probably The Rock, yeah.
So either way, The Rock wins.
The Rock is, that's my favorite. Willy's Wonderland's up there, so I'm glad that came in number 2.
Yeah.
Con Air with number 3 or 2, depending on which way you want to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that. Rock 1, Con Air / Willy's number 2. Kind of surprised to see National Treasure 2, not the first one, up there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
This has happened in the past where sequels have made it further than the originals, and it shouldn't have been that way, but just based on where they are slotted.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
And it's not like we say, it's not us that makes the brackets, it's science.
Right. It's science.
It's science.
So send your hate mail to science.
To science.
at
Blame science.
Well, great list, Justin. Nice work.
So, I mean, send your hate mail to science.
Blame science.
Because not the fact that we voted on a lot of movies that we had never seen based solely off description. We've learned that Nick Cage is a very varied actor. Does a lot of
Yes.
a lot of genres. Almost every movie somehow still involves a
Kidnapping?
cop who's out for vengeance somehow,
Yeah.
or some version of a cop, or
Yeah, true.
but it's across genres. Like he doesn't just keep that storyline to horror movies. It's also drama, suspense, romance. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say, let us know which actor or anything you'd like us to do a bracket with next.
Yeah.
Send your suggestions to our Twitter, our Facebook, or at Gmail. Where can they find that, Nicholas?
At Pop Culture Roulette. If you're doing Twitter or Instagram, it's at Pop Cult Roulette. Facebook, it's Pop Culture Roulette. We have an email address, but I wouldn't recommend emailing it because I don't think either of us check it very often.
I still get notifications on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you email, at least one of us will get notifications, and we can let the other one. We'll let the other one know that there's actually an email worth looking at.
Yeah.
But yeah, what actor would you like to see next?
I have already in my mind which one I would like to do next.
Now, just keep in mind that one of us has watched a lot more movies than the other two.
That's true. That's true.
So it would be difficult to do certain actors.
Well, I know there's one that you mentioned in the past that I think we'd all be pretty good at with. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Will Ferrell?
That's kind of where I was going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking of maybe Keanu.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I just did. Now it's not one of our sponsors, but I just did an episode of Moving Panels.
Okay.
Where myself and another gentleman and then Laramie debated who Keanu Reeves should play in the Marvel Universe if we had any sort of casting. And we did come up with some very interesting possibilities. So check that episode out. It's one of the last episodes they did. So it should be relatively easy to find.
Okay, cool. Just let me know where to send the invoice for that advertisement.
Well, he runs our advertisement.
Okay.
We've never asked him to,
All
so
right,
you know.
fair enough. We should change our advertisement to not say Mondays anymore. Just
Right.
like
Well,
say
it's
it comes out every week.
It's probably time for us to develop a new ad.
We
anyway,
should.
So.
We need a new concept.
So.
Okay. What is this? Oh, you did it.
And then if you turn it, there's the rest of it. I've already got it started.
Holy shit. Okay, good, nice. Right on. So cool.
So yeah, all right then. Well, just remember that if you've written a movie about pretty much anything, Nick Cage will say yes. But if you include cops, robbers, vengeance, some sort of kidnapping, he'll definitely say yes.
If he gets to drive a car,
Yeah, especially
bike.
Yeah.
as long as he gets to look cool doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just remember that stupid never walks alone.
Wow.
Do you love movies of a certain age? Do you miss the days of VHS tapes and VCRs and video rental stores? Does the thought of another 80s movie being remade seem inconceivable? If you want to go back to school, back to the future, or even back to the beach, then the 80s Flick Flashback Podcast is for you. I'm Tim Williams, the creator and host, and on each episode, I'm joined by a guest co-host as we revisit a different 80s flick to discuss our first-time watch memories, iconic scenes, and even learn some behind-the-scenes stories along the way. New episodes drop every other Friday on your favorite podcasting platform. So make like a tree, get out of here, and go listen to an episode of the 80s Flick Flashback Podcast.